Hi guys, welcome to story time. It's story number 96. And who do we have here? A purple
Rabbit.
bunny. Ribbit is frog, Aarav. Bunny is hop hop. Alright guys, have you ever seen a purple bunny in your life? Or for that matter, have you ever seen a real bunny in your life, like a white bunny? This is Aarav. My name is Preeti. Welcome to story number 96.
And I can't wait till story 100. And I've never ever seen a real bunny in my life.
Aarav has never seen. I have seen bunny. In fact, I got a chance to hold a bunny as well. But never ever in my life have I seen a purple bunny with an orange nose. Where's the nose? Here. All right. So guys, we want to thank Athena Goodman for giving us permission to read this special book called Bunnyland of Crisis. So if you like the book, or whatever you feel about the book, you can always go visit their website and let them know how did you like their book after we finish reading it. And if you would like to have your own copy, you can check out the link. There's a pinned comment. You can check out the link on the pinned comment to get your copy on Amazon. All right. Having said that, let's start the story with the Magic Hat song. Are we ready?
The magic hat is shaking.
The magic bunny is also shaking.
The magic hat is shaking. And so is the magic bunny.
Give me that story.
The magic bunny and the hat. But you forgot the magic potion.
Yeah.
The magic bunny and the hat's magic will combine and then make the story.
All right. So guys, we are also going to say hello to all the friends. So if you're new here, let us know who you are and where are you from. And if you are a friend here, we are looking forward to say hello to you in the comment section. Hi Nidhi. All right, let's go and meet the purple bunny. What do you think? Is it a stuffed bunny or is it a real bunny? What do you think, Aarav?
A real bunny.
Aarav think it's a real bunny. What about you? What do you think?
Or I think this is a stuffed bunny.
Well, what can I say? I can say it's both. How? You want to know? Let's find out.
It's both. I say it's both.
Yeah. Copy, mama.
I'll say it's both.
All right. Oh, so many bunnies.
I'm saying it's both.
Once upon a time, a little mushroom-shaped island existed off the shores of Cape Cod. It's in America, US, okay?
Mm-hmm.
There lived a purple-spotted rabbit with an orange-colored nose. His name was Jeremiah. What's his name?
Jeremiah.
Do you have any friend named Jeremiah?
Not at all.
I have never
But
met.
I have one named Jaden.
Jaden, okay. I have never met anybody named Jeremiah. Have you? Let us know. Now, this bunny, Jeremiah, he lived on this wonderful land which was very much like the other side of paradise, with a down of bunnies and rabbits. There were Easter bunnies, jackrabbits, old ones, preemies, and grandparents too. Teenagers, fat rabbits, skinny rabbits, huge rabbits, fuzzy rabbits, cuddly bunnies, patched rabbits, amusement rabbits, the one from the circus, white with goldish colors, black and white tummies, and many others. Just too many bunnies to count, Aarav. It's a land full of bunnies. Like, you could never imagine those bunnies, yeah?
So
different
it's a land
sorts of
just
bunnies.
like bunnies
Everywhere, and beautiful bunnies. Hey, Sammy is here. Hi, Sammy. All right. Here they lived longer than the people's world. Why? Because here in this island, they had more food to eat, they had more stuff to do, and no predators to hunt them or bother them. They had tiny little holes to hide in, not from predators or people, remember, because there are none of them, but from the rain that sometimes failed to water their plants and cool their furs, and too much rain. And then they used to hide in their bunny hole. They could eat, hide, and play games with each other without being disturbed by a skulk of foxes, a pack of hounds, or any humans. Basically, there's nobody to disturb them, Aarav. It's like a paradise. They're just having tons of fun. Isn't it cool?
Yeah, like tons of rabbits. And one rabbit is here, one rabbit is here, one rabbit is here, one rabbit is here, one rabbit here, one here.
Everywhere. They had so many things to eat. You can't even imagine. They had cabbage, carrots, turnips, eggplants, broccoli, spinach, cucumber salads, tomatoes, celery, and spaghetti.
Cucumber and tomato is so good.
Arav's favorite, cucumber and tomato. What's your favorite?
Wait,
My
carrots?
favorite is also cucumber. I also like guava.
Carrots? Rabbits love carrots. So I
Rabbits
guess
love
they
carrots.
eat most of the carrots.
And there was one strange bunny who also used to eat spaghetti, which grew on the branches of an old oak tree. And who was this bunny who eats the unusual food? Jeremiah.
Who is both?
Jeremiah was not only a strange colored looking rabbit, but he also ate other foods, strange foods like jelly beans, marshmallows, chocolate, which is not strange to us, but it is strange to the rabbits because they had never seen it. So where does Jeremiah got this idea of eating marshmallows, chocolate, and jelly beans? He had gotten it from the people's land. He used to live with people, like you and me.
Huh?
Yeah. He often had to explain these types of food to the other bunnies because no one had ever heard of them. And not only his food habits, Aarav, his behavior was odd too. No one knew what to make of him. They would always see him jumping into the cold, sometimes icy river. Who does that?
Humans.
Humans? No, they don't jump into icy river. It's way too cold.
A penguin.
Penguins do that. He used to spin around and around on land as he was trying to catch his tail like a dog. Dogs do that, but never bunnies. And he would drape himself off the tree branches as if he were an ornament, like a necklace he would hang from the tree branches. They just did not know what to do with him. So instead, they decided to ignore him. Because they don't know why is he acting so different. Yeah? Nobody used to eat strange food or do the things that Jeremiah used to do, right?
Yeah.
Hi, Han. Now look at Jeremiah. Does he look happy?
No.
Not to me. Jeremiah often got into lots of trouble as well. You know why?
What?
Why do you think he got into lots of trouble? Guys, do you have any idea why he got into lots of trouble?
Why?
Tell me. His odd behavior. What very strange to everybody. For instance, several moons ago, he had followed a group of young preemie babies to the water shores and he convinced them to jump in because it was fun. Just imagine you took like a baby and you convinced the baby to jump into the pool because it's fun. All the little ones jumped in, but instead of squealing with delight like Jeremiah, they came up shaking and sneezing very hard. The preemies ran home to their mothers, who scolded Jeremiah for giving the little ones the twitches. What's the twitches? Like this, the twitching nose. Can you do the twitching?
Wait, may I tell you something?
Yeah.
Which little ones? The young rabbits?
The young rabbits who were called the preemies. What's that? Why is the bird sound coming?
That's a lamb.
That's my alarm. Okay. The preemies, of course, they told their mothers and he got a very good scolding. Now, the little rabbits, they were ordered to stay in bed for 2 full moon passing. You know how many days are there in 1 full moon passing?
No.
Guys, any of you know?
2.
1 full moon passing, how many days?
1.
After every 30 days, almost after every 30 days, you see a full moon, right?
Yeah.
So 30 days is 1 full moon passing. So how many days for 2 full moon passing? Who can tell me?
60.
Hi, Angelique. 60. That's right. Awesome.
That's because 3 plus 3 equals 6. And 30 plus 30 will obviously equal 60.
Great. So the little one stayed in bed for how many days?
60.
60 days. Just imagine, Aarav, I tell you to stay at home for 60 days. Wouldn't you go mad?
Yeah, but
It's similar to our lockdown, isn't it? Yeah?
yeah.
The way we had to be locked in home because of the COVID situation, it's similar to them. But why did it happen? Because of our dear Jeremiah. And Jeremiah had no one to play with since then because everybody ignored him. They thought that if they would play with Jeremiah, somehow it would end up in getting punishment. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? Poor Jeremiah Aarav. He has no one to play with, no one to talk to. He's all alone. Would you be his friend?
Yeah.
Are you sure? You might end up doing something and mama will end up giving you 60 days lockdown punishment at home. Would you still play with Jeremiah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Because
Aarav is
if-
kind.
Because we can't actually cause for my eyes and sunlight.
Oh yeah, doctor has told Aarav to go and play in the sunlight every day. He's a smart boy. He figured out I can't give him that punishment. Let's go find out what happens next. Sadly, Jeremiah would plant himself a safe distance away from the daily circle gathering of the down rabbits, if only to feel that he was still part of the family. But was he being treated as part of the family by the other rabbits?
No.
Everybody ignored him. One slow, lazy, sunny passing, a group of teenager rabbits hopped very quickly into the middle of the daily gathering. What's wrong? Shouted one of the circus rabbits that noticed the frightening face of the whole group right away. They were frightened and scared. I wonder why are they frightened, Aarav?
I don't know.
This rabbit had been flipping in the air when he spotted them. You know what he said?
What?
You wouldn't believe what we saw, came a loud voice from the back. You wouldn't believe what we saw. Jack Rabbit was curious. He asked, have you been to People's World? And you know, Jack Rabbit was always on the nose. That means he could always find out what's going on, like a detective. So what did he ask them? Have you been to the People's World? No, of course not. We would never go there, said the bunch of teenager rabbits. They said, that place is dangerous. We were over at the end of the island where we found this great big thing. Maybe it's a monster. I don't know. It's not moving. Aarav, there was a frightened teenage rabbit who was usually the quietest. He said, it's not moving. Maybe it's dead. Well, said the leader of the teenager rabbits. He said, I am not afraid of it. Follow me and I will show you this thing. Can you see this thing in the picture, guys? What do you think it is? Make a guess. Write down your guesses in the comment section. Aarav guessed it right. Can you see that box kind of a thing in the picture?
I'm sure we'll guess it. Correct.
What do you think it is? Let me know your answer in the comment section.
What's the name of this rabbit again?
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah will tell, hey, it's just whatever it is.
A washing machine?
Yeah, it's just a washing machine.
Guys, do you also think it's a washing machine?
It's just a washing machine from the human's world, you guys.
Let's find out. All the rabbits, they bounced and hopped as quickly as they could so as not to miss any of the excitement to find out what that huge thing was. So did Jeremiah, skipping behind them all. Yeah, he also wanted to find out. And look at that! At the edge of the island, where the waves ebbed and flowed, sat the strangest looking thing that no one had ever seen before. No one except for
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah. He had seen this machine many times. It was part of his first home. Everyone began asking lots of questions all at once, but no one except Jeremiah could answer them. What is that? Look at that big mouth. Is it going to eat us? Is it alive? They all began to ask at once. Does anyone know what is this? I'm so scared. They started saying. I know what this thing is, said Jeremiah very proudly. As he edged his way, he made his way in front of the crowd. He had decided that his time was now. Yeah? When he will tell people what he knows about this thing, everybody would respect him. Yeah? And they wouldn't stay away from him. Yeah?
Yeah.
So he said, this mysterious thing is nothing but a washing machine. Let me see if anybody answered the question and if anybody got it right. Somebody said it looks like a cat. Does it? Oh no! Sammy says, I feel very sad for the rabbit who is unique. Yeah, but his ways are also strange, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't it happen in playground as well?
Yeah.
Somebody who is different, we find it difficult to accept them. Now everyone looked at Jeremiah with no eyes, no respect, except the patched rabbits. They still did not trust him. An idea flashed across Jeremiah's brain. This moment is the future, he said. It will change our lives. Let me show you how it can change our lives and make it better. But first, we need to do some planning. Finally, thought Jeremiah, finally, they will accept me as one of them. He thought back to his earlier life before he came to this island. And do you know what he did in his earlier life?
What?
He was a stuffed cotton-filled toy that belonged to a little boy in the people's world.
Huh?
He was a stuffed rabbit.
Then how did he come alive?
We will find out. He lived a happy life until the kid he belonged to grew up. He was poked and punched with several holes throughout. He was bit by the family dog. He was dragged and splashed on the ground until he was a muddy, unrecognizable mess in the people's world. Many of his nights were spent getting washed along with the people's dirty clothes in a washing. And that's how he knew about the washing. Jeremiah did not mind though. You know, he was glad to get a break from his owner, who was only 2 years old boy. The swish and swash of the water in the washing machine soothed his mind and he felt really clean. One day, while Jeremiah was spinning in the clothes dryer, he wished very hard to be free. All he wanted in the world was to be free. The godfather of Bunnyland granted his request and told him to be free and live his life. After his transformation as a real rabbit, he went on to live on the island with the rest of the rabbits. As soon as he was able to move by himself, Jeremiah left humans' world as quickly as he could with his wobbly paws. Okay? At first, the new place, which is the down, they did not know what to make of this special bunny. They were afraid and they did not want to let Jeremiah on his island because they were very, very scared, right?
Yeah, quite scared.
Because if you see somebody who's very unique, somebody who you have never seen before, you'll be scared of them, right?
Yeah.
That's what happened. But they listened very carefully to the story of Jeremiah. Although the bunnies at the down They had never seen Godfather, but they believed Jeremiah. And they believed that he was out there somewhere. So they invited Jeremiah to live with them. And that's how Jeremiah started living at the down. Yeah?
Yeah.
He was happy most of the times and he enjoyed his new family. But today was his day. Today he would be finally one of them. Today he would be finally accepted by everybody. Yeah? Do you think Jeremiah is excited?
Yeah.
Do you think he is happy?
Yeah.
Do you think everybody would accept him?
Yeah.
Or do you think something would go wrong?
Something go wrong.
What do you think, guys? Would something go wrong?
Hmm.
Or is it going to be the end of the story? Everything happily ever after. What's gonna be?
Something's gonna go wrong.
Aarav has a feeling something is gonna go wrong. What about you? What do you think? Let me know in the comment section if you also think that something is gonna go.
Think, Teacher Preeti?
Well, I think, why not? Jeremiah already knows it's a washing machine. And I think everybody will be right from here on. Yeah?
Yeah.
Angelic says, he finally found a family. Yeah? So I think everything is gonna be right. Let's find out what happens in the story.
Something
Hi, Adya.
wrong.
Okay.
Wrong.
Let's find out.
Something's gonna go wrong.
Everyone was very excited about Jeremiah's plan for the new thing. Jeremiah had convinced them that this was the answer to their biggest problem. And what was their biggest problem? The twitching noses. And why did the noses twitch? Do you remember?
No.
When the little babies, they jumped into the pool and they caught a little bit of cold.
Yeah.
They had the problem of?
Switching noses.
Yeah. So they said, come. The machine would wash their furs and keep them nice and fluffy and spotless. They would no longer need to suffer from wet, dirty coats that gave them the twitches. Because you know, Aarav, in the machine, there's also a dryer.
Yeah.
So the dryer would keep them dry. They wouldn't be wet, they wouldn't be cold, they wouldn't be dirty, and there would be no more twitches. Yeah? Everybody was very excited. All this could happen without them lifting more than one little paw, because rabbits have paws, right? They don't have hands.
Yeah.
So all this could happen without them lifting more than one little paw. And why would they lift their paw? Only to turn the machine on. It's gonna be so easy peasy, said Jerry.
Maya.
Or is it? Let's find out. It all sounded very exciting and promising. They couldn't wait until it was time to try the washing machine. While the washing machine moved to the particular spot at the top of the mushroom-shaped mountain, the down people had already gathered into their places at the front of the washing machine. Everybody wanted to witness this
Machine.
moment. Well, well, well. A momentous experience in our history is about to occur, and we are very, very fortunate to be here to witness it. Jeremiah started to announce it to everybody. Jack Rabbit impatiently interrupted. When are you going to turn it on? The dove giggled at Jack Rabbit's words because he was saying very, very tall words, right? It's a momentous experience. It's gonna go down in the history of the down. This will happen, that will happen. And what did Jack Rabbit said? Okay, when are you going to turn it on? And everybody started giggling. They all began to ask, yeah, when are we going to get to see this thing work? When? They also all started teasing Jeremiah. All right, replied Jeremiah. He was not in the least disturbed by their impatience or funny words, rude words. He wanted to see that all the promises will be fulfilled. All the promises that he made, that no more twitching nose, you will be clean and dry and spotless, all your problems will be solved. He wanted to deliver it to everybody and he was very excited. So he did not mind the jeers or the booing by the crowd. When? Yeah? Let's see if the machine is gonna work. Here's what you do, said Jeremiah. Just press this little red button and things should happen. Jeremiah pushed the button with his eager orange colored nose. Oh, he pushed the button with his nose.
Like this, like that.
Yeah. I did say he was an unusual looking rabbit, didn't I? Said everybody. You know why? Because nothing happened on pushing the red button. Nothing. Literally.
Nothing.
He tried again and again and again. And then instead of using his nose, he used his paws. And he tried again and again and again. And still nothing happened. Guys, do you think machine is gonna work?
No. See, something will go wrong.
Something will go wrong, yeah? Even Mishti says something will go wrong. Sammy says she doesn't know. Angelique says that maybe the machine will work. There's no happily ever after, Arnav. See, the machine did not work. Let's find out what's gonna happen now. Are you all ready?
Yeah.
Why isn't anything happening? Asked the grumpy elderly rabbit. He was the oldest and the first member of the Bunnyland. Although he was always against anything new, any changes, but he was still curious to see what this new gadget would do to the future. He was going to leave in the hands of the new generation because he was old and he might soon die. But he wanted to see, wow, this amazing thing can change the life of the little babies. Jeremiah looked at the crowd somewhat sheepishly. Sheepishly means like ducking your head and very like not so confident like that. Don't worry, he said. Be patient. I'm going to look at this thing to see what is wrong. I'll just jump in and have a look around. And he hopped into the machine bravely. Now, Jeremiah was upset that things had not gone right as yet. Happens with us, right?
Yeah. Wait, the charger plug, is it plugged?
The charger, let's find out.
I mean, it must be plugged. Then
Hey, has it happened to you? Like, something is really important for you, like a test or something, and you had prepared for it, and suddenly you forgot, and it didn't work for you. Or you wanted to show a cool toy to your friend, yeah? But somehow it didn't work in front of your friend, and your friend made fun of you. It has happened to me. It has happened to me.
Sometimes.
A lot of times, like my computer stops working when I have to do something important in front of other people. It's so funny. So you have two choices when it happens. You can be sad and you can give up, or you can try again. What do? Do you try or do you give up?
Try.
I also try, but somehow I feel very scared inside. But I'm very happy Jeremiah is not scared. He's bravely trying to find out what is the problem. He was a positive bunny. He thought things would surely get better, and soon they would be able to go on with their new lives and forget about this terrible start. He couldn't wait. Maybe now, once he got the machine to work, they would accept him completely and he would be loved by everybody in the town. So he jumped out of the machine, he looked at the red button and saw that the red light was not on. He checked around the bag and he pulled out this strange looking thing. You know what it was? Here's the problem, said Jeremiah. The thing here is not plugged in, cried Jeremiah. And he was relieved that the problem was a simple one. You know, for any electronic device to work, you have to plug it in the socket. Can you see the plug? It was not plugged in.
Yeah. As I said, I thought.
So guys, do you think once he will plug it in, the problem will be solved?
Yeah.
But we have a surprise for you. Where is he gonna plug it in? In humans' world, there is a socket, but in bunny's world, there is no socket. What are they gonna do? Guys, what are they gonna do? Poor Jeremiah. Is his plan gonna work or is it gonna fail again?
Go for again.
Jeremiah asked Jack Rabbit, who seemed to know everything. He said, "We need an energy source to plug this in. Do you have any electricity?" What's that? What city? Said Jack Rabbit. For once, Jack Rabbit was unable to speak. He did not know the answer. And anyways, he was busy daydreaming about the world where there would be no twitchy noses. When Jeremiah looked at his face, he said, "I suppose you don't know. Yeah? There aren't any of those funny things the humans used to plug into on this island here." Thought Jeremiah. Well, we need something that has energy. Now, what has energy? He started thinking, what can give the energy to this
If we can
washing
find a
machine?
battery, it will be good.
Battery? No batteries in the Bunnyland.
Oh, great.
You know, Aarav,
What?
Jack Rabbit suddenly suggested, what about radishes? It's a terrific source of energy that helps power us, especially when we are weak. Radishes are a kind of vegetable. Have you ever seen radishes?
Yeah.
Yeah? Would it work?
No, of course not.
Let's find out. I think that's an excellent idea, said Jeremiah. Does anybody object to this plan? No, nobody objects. Nobody objected. They said, please use whatever you need, yeah, to get this thing running. Jeremiah pulled the plug over to the radish patch and plugged it into the biggest radish in the ground. This one will give you enough power to make the machine start, he said. And they were all excited to see if the radish could power the machine. What do you think? Will it or will it not? Will it power the machine?
Yeah, it will.
Aarav thinks it will. Thank you, everybody, he said, for not objecting to use the radish. Well, it's working now, declared Jeremiah. See this red light? You see the red light lighting up? It means that things are properly in their places. And here we go, he said. He pressed the red button, and this time a strange noise filled the air. At first, the bunnies and rabbits were afraid. It sounded as if the earth had opened up and it was splitting up to the very spot where they sat, and the earth is going to eat them all up. Look, look, cried Jack Rabbit. It's just the water creeping up from the rivers into that long, funny-looking snake thing. So you know, Aarav, what? Once it got plugged into the radishes, can you see how?
Yeah.
It was soaking up water from the river in the pipe hose. Because obviously the machine need water, right? Because it's a washing machine.
Yeah.
So water was filling in. Jeremiah said, he assured everybody, do not be afraid. The machine must pull the water so that it can work. He looked inside the lid that was filling up with water and he was very excited. And he said, it's time for us to try this out. I will go first. He jumped right in, thankful that the water was still warm from the sun. As the others moved forward to jump into the machine, they peeked inside the strange new thing first. And then slowly, one by one, they all began to jump into the machine. After that, the machine started shaking. violently, like that,
Ah.
followed by a loud hissing noise, like that. Just as quickly they had jumped into the machine, they were spewed out by the machine. And you could see the rabbits and bunnies out of the machine mouth flying in all different directions on the island. Do you think the machine worked, guys?
Yes.
Or did it not?
Yes, it will, but he has to close the lid. See, he came out of all the water because of flood.
So Aarav thinks that he did not close the lid. That's why it did not work.
I mean, it will work. It was just vibrating.
It was just vibrating. Let's find out. The befuddled down staggered together several feet away from the machine, because now they were really scared of the machine, because the machine had thrown them all out in different directions. Yeah? Can you see that picture?
Yeah.
And look at that. What happened?
What?
The radishes have died. There's no more water. What? Achoo! Sneezed one bunny. Achoo! Achoo! Sneezed another one, and then another, until the whole dawn began to sneeze and their noses began to twitch, except Jeremiah. Mr. Jeremiah, they snorted, we have a carrot to pick with you. That means we have a fight to pick with you. Speaking of carrots, added Jack Rabbit, look at our garden. There's nothing left. All our radishes and our crops have been destroyed by this monstrous machine. Everyone turned around. The down were quite stunned as they looked at the disaster before them. The pond water had drained away. The vegetables had shrunken from too much electricity, and the grass was a stinky, sodden mess. All the water and energy source were sucked out of the vegetables. Now there was nothing left to eat. Jeremiah, called the grumpy elder rabbit, I'm afraid you will have to leave our island at once. Go away, he ordered. Aarav, this is turning out to be a sad ending. How will it be a happy ending? The machine did not work. Is it Jeremiah's fault?
No.
He tried his best, didn't he? But he's getting punished. Not waiting to be told anything else by anybody else, Jeremiah ran away from there as fast as he could, heading towards the little corner on the island, which he called home. And as Jeremiah ran away from there, a flash of lightning struck suddenly behind the tree. The down was frightened and they began to creep backwards, not sure if they wanted to be too close to the lightning. Wait! A voice called out. From behind the tree stepped a great golden-looking rabbit with orange eyes and a purple nose. Who is he? This one, the one with the funny hat. He said, I was the one that sent Jeremiah to you. He has a lot to teach you, only if you give him a chance.
But is he the goddess?
Is he the godfather rabbit? You are right. Hey, you are the godfather rabbit, cried Jack Rabbit. We have heard about you many times. Why are you here now? The godfather rabbit said, to prevent you from making a big mistake. Yeah? You have already made so many mistakes by not accepting him, since he is different. Now go, seek him out, and you will find out that there is more to him than just a strange appearance. Just because he doesn't look like you does not mean that he is not smart or important, or that he does not belong here. You have a lot to learn from him. Now go seek him out, said the godfather, and he disappeared just as suddenly he had appeared out of nowhere. He disappeared into nowhere. The down were surprised. They swallowed the lumps in their throat. Like when you're surprised, you do that, right? And they crept closer all the way to Jeremiah's home. Jeremiah, Jeremiah, they called out. We would like to say that we are truly sorry for the way we treated you, and we ask that you stay with us. Do you really mean that? Asked a timid Jeremiah, peeking out from the front door of his makeshift house. Can you see the little house of Jeremiah?
Yeah.
Yes, yes, Jeremiah, we all do. They all chorus together. They were very surprised looking at his house because all the bunnies used to live in a hole and Jeremiah had a proper house, a strange looking house just like him. They asked him, Hey Jeremiah, why do you live in that thing? Don't you have a hole to crawl into just like us? Jeremiah said, This is a house like the ones people live in. My owner's father used to try and teach him how to build things. I also learned from him how to build things. I'm used to living in a house, so I made one house just like the one where I came from earlier. That is fascinating, said everybody. So, are you going to stay here with us or are you going to leave us? Yes, I will stay, said Jeremiah. And he was feeling happy because for the first time they were taking interest in him and they were asking him about his house and about his ways. Otherwise, they always used to think he's so strange. His nose is so strange. His house is so strange. The way he plays with everybody is so strange. But for the first time, they are accepting him. Yeah? So he said, I will stay with you all. But first, there's something I want to show you all. He then took them all for a surprise to the back of his house and he showed them, ta-da, the surprise. The down was stunned. Their jaws dropped and their paws dropped when they looked at the surprise. There, before them, was a garden filled with gigantic vegetables, such as they have never ever seen in their lives. A whole family, can live on only one of those vegetables for many moons, like for many, many months. They were all surprised. Jack Rabbit asked, How did you get such huge size? When did you plant them? Where did these originate? He had so many questions to ask about these vegetables. You're happy that they are loving him now, right?
That's so funny.
Jeremiah said, I started planting them when I first came to this island. I used some of special seeds. See here? I used some of these special seeds to sprinkle on the earth so that they can grow larger. Here, let me show you. And see, he's so excited to share it with everybody. They were giving him another chance. And he somersaulted with joy that he would be living with them. Like how you do cartwheel, he was somersaulting with joy.
He did like this and then did a full flip. If I do it, I'll literally break the computer.
Maybe someday soon, they would finally fully accept him completely. He thought to himself and he was overjoyed. It was definitely a good start. That he was asked to join the down in the daily circle gathering. Now, and how he loved it. He was super excited to be a part of this new family and he was super excited to be accepted by all his friends. So guys, I know this was definitely a big story. We don't usually do such big stories, but we had a great time about accepting the differences of different people and giving them a chance to fit in instead of bullying them or rejecting them right away that you are different, you are odd, we don't like you. So this is something that we can learn from this story. Did you like the story, guys? Let us know in the comment section.
Yeah.
And let us know what did you learn from this story. And there's a very simple quiz for you. What was the name of the strange looking rabbit? This rabbit, okay? What was his name of the purple rabbit? Second quiz question for you is, what was the color of his nose? So there are two quiz questions for you, right? The first one is, what was the name of the strange looking purple rabbit? And what was the color of his nose? Let us know the answer in the comment section. And we are getting some response as to what you learned from this story. Acceptance, that's right. Aarav got both the answers right. So Aarav gets 2 points for the quiz and you are a winner, buddy. Let me see who else gets the answer right. Special thanks to Athena Goodman again for giving us permission to read this book. And like we said earlier, we have pinned down in the comment section the link to their website. You can always go and tell them whether you like the book, what did you like about the book, and if you have any suggestions. And if you want to get a copy of your own book, you can find it on Amazon. We have also pinned the link to the Amazon site in our comment section below. So guys, go check it out. And we are waiting for the answers to the quiz question today, which is, what's the name of this strange looking purple colored rabbit? And the second quiz question is, what is the color of his nose? Let me see who gets the answer right.
It seems like nobody has answered except
Nobody
me.
has answered except Aarav. So guess, it looks like there's only one winner to the quiz today. And this was story number 96. We are so excited to finish 100 stories in another 4 days time. It's amazing, isn't it? Together we have read almost 100 stories. A big virtual hug to all of you guys. Give a big virtual hug to you like this, okay? Hug yourself. Lots of love from Aarav and Mama. And we are getting some answers here. Yes, the name of the rabbit was Jeremiah. So there are two winners, Preeti and Aarav.
Correct.
And the color of his nose was orange. Awesome, Preeti. You have been listening. Sammy, that's right. Jeremiah was the name of the rabbit and his nose was purple. No, his nose was orange. He was a purple rabbit with orange nose. So Sammy gets 1 point. Shreya, yes, you're right. His nose was orange.
1 point.
Welcome. Thank you, Athena, for giving us
Welcome.
permission to read this book. So guys, we had a very good time today. And go enjoy your dinner and we'll see you tomorrow. Oh, we are getting some more answers. Orange nosy. That's right. Acha, since we are talking about the nosy of the bunny, right? What's the usual color of a bunny's nose? Usually, what's the color of a bunny's nose? Aarav says white, which is incorrect. Do you know what's the usual color of a bunny's nose? Let us know in the comment section.
Orange.
Aarav says orange. No!
I don't know.
Even I am not sure, so I'm gonna just Google it.
White.
Color of a rabbit's nose.
White.
Oh, it's pointed white.
So I got it correct.
Aarav got it correct. Hey, a lot of time they also have a lilac colored nose.
Black means?
Sometimes it's pink, sometimes it's white, I guess. So, okay guys, have a good night. Enjoy your dinner. We'll see you tomorrow with story number 97. This is the biggest story that we have read and we had a lot of fun. And now we need some water break. Okay guys, bye. Tata. See you
Bye.
tomorrow.